everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going through a cozy crochet day of my life, week of my life. I need to clean up my room today. Today is Saturday, January 17th, so I'm just going to clean up my room, organize some stuff. It's very messy from a week of pattern designing, testing, all that kind of stuff. I'll maybe post a video here on the screen of the mess. And if I get that done and I still feel motivated, I need to reorganize my yarn closet. So I might do that. And then I'll come back on here, show you what I made so far this week, and maybe work on some projects. So with all that said, let's get into the video. So as you can see, my closet of yarn is very messy. So I need to reorganize that and just make it easier to see. I may move the Parfait XL yarn to another spot I have with all my XL yarn. I have a secret project plan for that, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. So for now, we'll just move it out of my main yarn closet. Okay, my yarn is organized. Looks so much better. Color coordinated, of course. So now let's get on to the closet. Alright, I'm back. I'll pop a video, or I guess, yeah, here we go. You can see a little bit better. This is the Libby the Lion Spluter pattern by Shannon at Snugglebeans Crochet. Love making the spluter patterns, and I have been wanting to make this lion for forever, but I ran out of stuffing. I had some now, so yeah, super cute. And I tried a new technique on the ears that I really love. So normally, you can see the color changes when you're making it, but as you can see on this one, it's a very smooth transition. So I actually didn't have this chocolate color in the Parfait Plush, which is what I used for the tan. So I used Parfait Chunky, same size hook, 6mm for the whole thing, but different size of yarn for like the details. And I feel like that makes a really nice color change. So, highly recommend trying that out. But yeah, this one has 25mm offset sinker eyes. I used Petite Pearl to embroider the details. Feel like it looks really clean. You guys, look at this tail. I love the tail detail. This is such a cute pattern. I need to make Lester the Lion sometime this week. Not sure when I'm going to get that done. Then I also have this snuggler I made. I was inspired by Little Ray Crochet, influenced whatever the hashtag is that Magda from Rose and Dove started, to pick back up the Mama Made Minis Lovey book. So I made this mallard. This is the CC Chick pattern. I just did color changes. Let me know what you think. Oh, I forgot to add his tail. I'll have to do that off camera. But let me know what you think of the colors. I was trying to use up some yarn that I had. This is Posh Pearl, I believe, from Michaels. I actually got this yarn from Joanne, just trying to use it up. And then this is Cozy Cub. I have a lot of Cozy Cub left, and I love using this yarn, but I couldn't figure out what to add with the Posh Pearl yarn, so I did that. But let me know what you think of the colors. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. But yeah, that's what I made so far this week. I'm working on a couple pattern tests, so I'll be back on later to show you what I made and stuff. But yeah, I think that's it so far for today. And then I'll meet you back here when I have some more things completed. Alrighty, so today's Wednesday, and I'm just coming on to show you what I'm going to be taking to my in-store, in-person market booth. So I'm going to take this Winnie the Pooh, 2 toothless dragons holding hearts. Well, Night Fury, Light Fury with hearts. I'm going to be taking 3 skunks, 5 mini frogs, mini Winnie the Pooh, one tiny loaf cat and 1 mini loaf cat, 1 mini rose turtle, one Highland cow splooter holding a heart. If you give a mouse a cookie. Two Valentine's Day themed swings, bows and hearts. A Valentine's Day themed axolotl with hearts. A mini elephant, baby Lovey, holding a heart. And last but not least, a Valentine's Day bear. And then I am going to be working on a pattern test for Jenny at In My Spare Time Crochet. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm not sure if I can say what it is quite yet, so if I can, I'll come back on here when I get it done and talk about it. If not, it'll be in next week's video. I also did another pattern test this week. I'm going to see if I can show that. If not, next week's video again. And just see what else I can get made today. I think that I am going to be busy tomorrow. So I'm going to film what I make tonight and get it edited so that you guys can have that video out tomorrow even though I'm gone. And then I also made a leggy froggy. And then also this week I've been designing patterns. So I don't have a release date or anything like that for these. Just in the designing phase, but this is a frog. I'm not sure what I think about this color change, so I may leave it in the pattern and then you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but he has a cute little tongue. And then this is the Arctic Fox. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I'm not sure what it is, so let me know down below what you think of these two patterns. But yeah, so just busy pattern designing, typing up patterns. That takes a good chunk of my time. So that's why I haven't crocheted as much this week. But yeah, I think that's about it for right now. And then I'll meet you back here when I get something else done. Alright, well, I also forgot one thing. So this is my back panel for a sweater that I'm currently working on. This pattern is by May Crochets. And this pattern is really unique in the fact that it's adjusted to your exact size. So it's like an interactive pattern. And so it's like basically guaranteed to fit, and you make a gauge ahead of time, measure and that kind of stuff. And it also tells you how much yarn you need, which is really helpful. But this is a great stash busting pattern. I'll pop a picture up here on the screen of hers that she did. She used scrap yarns, which I'm going to do eventually, but for now, I have this Karen Blossom Cakes yarn, and so that's what I'm working it up in. Super fun and relaxing. It's very mindless, so I take this whenever I go somewhere, like in the car, or just at the end of the day when I want something easy to do. But yeah, it has a nice definition and stitch texture, so I'm going to be working on this off and on. It may take me months to finish, as most wearables do. Just because I'm working on pattern writing and plushies and all that type of stuff. But kind of like as a brain off project, I love making wearables. And then another one I have in the works, another wearable, is this Poncho pattern by Blondie Knots. She actually had her Etsy shop taken down, so you can't purchase this pattern anymore. But I believe she's working on starting her own website, so it may be available eventually. I'll link her YouTube channel down below so you can go and follow her for updates if you want the pattern. But this is the Check Her Out Poncho. I'll pop a picture up on the screen of what hers look like. But yeah, just another very mindless project made up entirely of double crochet and chains. Like, so simple. And I'm just using a generic brand yarn for this, so working on that some too. I've had this since like April. August. It's been in my works or in my whip stash for a long time. But yeah, I'll get this finished eventually. I've just been working on it a little bit, so. And then I'm going to continue working on some stuff this afternoon, and then I'll show you what I get done when I get them done. So, meet you back here later. Alright guys, I am back. Today is Friday, and I did not get anything done yesterday. I finished this cat Wednesday night. Free pattern. Turned out really cute. And I used Chanel Home Slim and Bernat Blanket. This is Bernat Blanket Tweed, 25mm eyes, and a 6mm crochet hook. But yeah, I think this is a really cute free cat pattern. So I'm going to add a heart to it probably and put it in my in-store market booth for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I think it's adorable. And then I didn't get anything done yesterday. I was busy with other things. So sorry that the video is late, but I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. And if you did, leave a cat emoji down in the bottom comments so I can personally thank you. And if you guys have any ideas for future patterns you want me to make or new video suggestions, ideas, let me know down in the comments. And with all that said, thank you guys so much and see you next week. Bye.